Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Happy Saturday. I want to say again, I've been thinking a lot about how the people on here, all of you that keeps coming back to the channel, because it's your channel too, it's not just mine, but you keep coming back in the way you keep leaving your comments and stuff, and you're depositing into my life just your positive vibes and your love, and I appreciate that because that's what gets me going and it keeps me going strong. But I love each and every one of you. And update on the GoFundMe, still have $814 in that GoFundMe. It's going to grow. It'll get there. I'm not worried about it. Things will get where it needs to be when it needs to be there. I believe there's a time and a purpose for everything in life. And the timing for all this to start was when it back in July when it started. And the people that needed to be there was the people that was there. So there's a time and a place for everything, and there is a purpose. And just to talk about purposes and smiling and happy and stuff like that, I've been thinking a lot also lately about this part of my life last year, my life this time last year, what my life was like, and it's how drastically different it is. This week I've had several people that's close to me, that I'm close to, come to me and tell me how much pulled on their spirit last year after I tried to attempted suicide 3 times. And they began to talk about how they looked up to me and how when they had heard that I tried that and I was hospitalized, and how it tore them down because they loved me so much, and they say, I've always looked up to you. One of my nieces told me, she said, you've always been my diva. She said, I don't care what nobody else do. I don't care who else comes along. She said, you'll always be my diva. And at that time in my life, whenever I saw you going through what you were going through, it crushed me. Didn't know I had such a profound effect on people. I just know that I was hurting inside. And I remember telling my best friend just a couple months ago, I told her, I said, I'm thinking back on that part of my life. I told her, I said, at that point in my life, I was just physically here. I was dead inside, and I was just physically here. Emotionally, I felt nothing. Amazing how people can be around you and not feel that. They go based on the outer appearance, and they think that you're okay because you do smile. But I was not here. I was dead, and they didn't know that. The only way they found out about that was because when I had the effects of the suicide attempts, and when they'd have to come to the hospital and find out that I was dead. I remember telling her that I was 0% here. That part of my life last year, I was dead. This year, I can say at this moment I'm 75% back to being who I am, and I'm still going. And I want to thank all of you because, again, back in July when this whole video thing started, at that point I think I had hit 30% again, and I was going down fast. But again, because of y'all, you got me back up to 75%. And every time y'all make a comment, or every time you say or do something, guess what? You help me to increase that. So I want to thank you all for that. I want to thank you for being powerful people. But the last year, y'all tried to commit suicide 3 times, and keep thinking about every time that I attempted, because the last 2 attempts that I tried, I done some research on something that if I took a certain chemical, what would happen, and they gave me I read about the breakdown. The research told me what would happen: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and how once you hit stage 2, that there's no hope for you, that you're gone. And so I did that, and when I did it, I woke up the next morning and I was able to be saved. And honestly, I will not lie. I was upset with God, and I was upset with me because I was still here. But I'm over that part now, because, just to let you all know that. Don't worry, because I'm over that part, because I know that there is a purpose, there is a reason why I'm still here. I just didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't want to keep going through what I was going through. Suffering is hard, but it's something that we all must go through. There is a life purpose out there, and there's something for me to do. I've touched so many lives that y'all keep telling me, and I appreciate y'all encouraging me and let me know that as well. This lighting is not working with me today. But thank you for telling me that. And also, because at least I know that I have served some purpose here. I don't want to be walking this earth aimlessly and not knowing that there's not something that's coming out of it, you know. Um, I'm not one of those slackers or one of those people that just like to loaf around. I'm not. I like to be doing something and helping other people. I was sitting and watching some videos about people helping other people the other day, and which is the kind of stuff I get into. I was looking at that, and every time I see where somebody helps somebody else, I always cried. I mean, I said to myself, I'm a big wuss, I guess. I don't know, because every time, I mean, my heart is pricked every time I see somebody helping someone, and doing something for someone, or being there for somebody. My heart is pricked, and I begin to cry, and I say, oh my God, I need to quit being such a big wuss. What is it about me seeing people suffering, and me seeing people being blessed, and me seeing people helping other people? What is it about it that makes me cry so much, that hurts, that touches me in my heart? I don't know. I can't understand it. I never understood it. And I keep saying I'm some big wuss, and I need to get it together or something. I'm so sensitive, and I guess that's what drives and propels me to do what I do, helping other people and just being there for them, is because I'm sensitive. But sometimes I think I'm too sensitive, though. I don't know. As long as I'm walking the face of this earth, I know that I'm going to do something. I'm going to help people, no matter how big or how small. I'm going to do something. But anyway, so we go back to talking about that part of my life where 3 times on 3 different occasions. I remember one time I was in the emergency room when the nurse told me, she got real close to me, and she told me, she said, because when I got your chart, and I saw what you did, and she said, and I know that people don't make it through that, but here you are. You're still alive. And she said, I fell on my knees that day and I prayed, and I said, God, when he comes to me, I'm going to take care of him. I'm going to be there for him, because he's a miracle. See, there I go again. Her name was Anna. She works at the hospital, and she said she asked God to help her to take care of me. She said, and I prayed every night. Every night I prayed that God would help me to take care of you. Don't let nothing happen to him while he's here with me. So when I got ready to leave, of course, she gave me her phone number. She said, you better keep in touch with me. You better, because I want to know how you're doing. She said, because you were my miracle patient. And I saw her cry several times, and she'd come in my room and check on me. But so yeah, so she told me I was her miracle. And then right after that, I tried it again, and a few months later, I'd end up trying it again, because y'all have to realize I was not still at that point. I mean, you can bring me back, but if you don't heal what's inside that's hurting, it's not going to matter. So again, when I came back and they saved me that time, I was just there physically. And I was mad and I was upset because I was here and I wasn't supposed to be. That was not my intended purpose. So I come back and I'm here for a few more months, and probably in my next video I'll explain and describe to you that everything that happened the last time I tried it. I'm not trying to turn this into no sad video. I'm trying to be real and being transparent and let you know everything that I've gone through, and how this week a lot of people begin to talk to me about that period in my life. And I guess getting it out there again helped me to deal with where I was and where I'm at now. But it was a very painful time. And I remember the last time, I'd go into more detail maybe in my next video, about how my mama found me in my room. And you all know how much I love her, and you know how much she means to me. But she found me in my room and found me unresponsive, and everything that she'd go through from that point because of me. Because I think about the day when my mama told me, on my birthday a few years ago, she looked at me and she told me, she said, you know, you've always been my perfect child. And I think about that. She said, if I had to do it all over again, I would not change anything I did with you. I loved her to death, and I still do. My mama's my everything. But anyway, so this video, I guess, is more just out of just talking about that hurt that sometimes is still inside of me. And I try so hard to run away from it. I try so hard to, okay, so I need to do other things. I need to get involved in other things to kind of keep me staying positive. And God knows I could not thank y'all enough, because y'all, just simply y'all being there, just knowing that people are out there who's thinking about me, who's still in my world, who really genuinely wants the best for me. That means a lot. It goes a long ways. And so I want to thank each and every one of y'all for that again. One day I know my videos is not going to be as boring. I mean, I know I'm going to try to do something to excite them, to make it exciting. Maybe, I don't know, but I love each and every one of y'all, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video, wanted to get it out there, and let you know I'm doing fine, I'm doing good. Yes, this week is a very processing week where people are beginning to talk to me about, again, those parts of my life that sometimes it still hurts, but I need to talk about it, I need to deal with it, I need to know the effects that I had on other people just going through what I went through, and to experience what they felt while I was going through what I went through. Because, you know, suicide is a very selfish thing. It's a very selfish thing because you're thinking just about yourself. And I just wanted to be out of the pain, not knowing and realizing that I ended the pain for me, but it would cause so much pain for other people that love me. There goes my driving force right there, I guess. Because everything that we do, it impacts other people. It's more than just about you. Okay, so then I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to say thank you all again. I love each and every one of you. I'm going to go lay down. My nose is stopped up, and I just don't feel good today. But I wanted to say hey to each and every one of you, let you know I love you all, and we're going to get where we need to be together. Okay, thank you all. Bye-bye.